Okay, hello, Siren, microphone is a Siren, microphone is still a Siren. Okay, hello everybody, hope everyone's doing okay, doing alright, doing what they can, doing how they feel, doing all the best that they can. Okay, so, obviously, I know this is really late compared to my usual startup, but I was working on that freaking vents from about 5 o'clock in the afternoon to 11 with occasional breaks, but still, it was scorching in this room. It was horrible. I hated it. Never want to do it again. I have played the patch game of because all it takes is a little bit of a tear, not even a hole, just a smidge of a tear, enough for the air to go incredibly rude, and then the whole room feels like it's or does become like 89, 95 something degrees. Yeah, something degrees. Very specific. I just didn't have a temperature gauge. I didn't want to go, oh, let's wait and see. I wanted it gone as soon as possible. Okay, I'm not leaving my tape. Sorry, just noticed that the tape fell over. Apart from me being a dumbass. Is that, that's an Archie to a T. Very dumb. Because unlike yesterday night, I don't have the AC directly on my side. That's actually how it was yesterday. It was pointing directly at my, like, rib area. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and hold on. There we go. Noise canceller is on. Let's go ahead and get into the gameplay section of the gameplay where we have a game that's playing. A bit of a frame drop, but 26 is okay in my opinion. Oh, I remember why. I forgot to open up OBS as a main source. Is that what it is? Yep. Well, it's a little too late for that now. I'll take a slim of frame drop because I do not want to restart OBS currently. Also, what type of planet is this? This is a crimson planet. Interesting to know that crimson planets tend to produce the electronic wildlife. Especially that one. Let's see. Okay. So that's actually a reactive. Do I have any solar panels I can make? Nope, I need gold and chromatic metal for that. Is there any even gold on planets? Nope. Oh, what are those? Huh. Okay, so I can't remember if this is a... well, no better word for it. Occupied area. I mean, this isn't really going to be a permanent planet anyway, so... it's probably best that we're not going to go and grab everything we can. Is there anything on this planet we could probably go or use? Not really. It is a neat planet, though. Oh, I should probably name the base, something along with the droids. You know, like this guy. I'm pretty sure he wanted to be adopted. Hey, I guess given his name, he be back. Okay. So I'm gonna put you right next to you. Go like this. Okay, roughly like this. There we go. Robot. Crimson planets. Okay. And just because I hate getting stuck on terrain when trying to enter a thing, I'm gonna do that. Also, I kind of like how simple this place is. Okay. I do believe, actually, we were looking for a planet with... What the... You take a bath. With creatures that can produce more berries. Oh, or I think actually we may have been looking for something to use the echolocator on, which I just now noticed we don't have any of those. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to use the anomaly detector again. Not anytime soon, at least. Wait, I'm using Flameborn? Why am I using Flameborn? I'm supposed to be using the other ship, aren't I? Okay. Yeah, let's just summon the ship we're supposed to be using. Not you, not you, not you. I think we were using this one? I don't think it was this one. Hmm? Hold on. Ah. Flameborn. I don't think it was A. Maybe we were using escape pod. It might have been escape pod. I do want to check something here. Oh, we do have a little bit of gold here. So let's steal some of that. Put that in the freighter. And give me that. In case we actually find a planet we want to put a solar panel on. Oh, put that also in the freighter. I wonder with a good flare. Alright. Off we go. Escape pod away! Alright, hopefully we could, I don't know. There's a good chance we could get lucky with the, whatchamacallit. Oh, right, I never did check to see if there was a, resonance here. Might as well check. I don't see a problem making sure we could, resonate with something. Whew. Actually, how many, crystals do we have? Or radiant shards. Keep all of these together. We need some of this to do some of that. Also, I swear it was just daytime. Okay. Not gonna lie, I kind of like the planets with no gravity. Multi-tool, this thingy. Okay. I was relatively interested if there was a chance of sentinel ships in this system. So what other celestial bodies are we semi-expecting in this location? Looks like a... Huh. Oh, hey, one of these. Now, is there actually something I could gather with this? Or is it another one of those really broken ones? Well, I mean, obviously it's broken. Don't see any cargo pods nearby. Yeah, this is just kind of useless. Can't do anything with it. Like, unless the things are, like, invisible. I don't know. I really do kind of question why these things exist, if they don't provide like any sort of opportunity. Don't know if that's just me. I mean, it very obviously looks like a really cool freighter, but obviously not that great. It got folded. I don't really understand why this is here. Like, sure, it's neat seeing that there's a freighter out and about, but it's not that interesting when it's just... when there's no story to it, I guess. Like, sure, you can infer stuff, but that's about it. Okay. Just gonna go to the next system. We're gonna go look for more dreadnoughts. The oh yeah, we don't have a conflict scanner, so I can't see if they're at like war or anything. All right, might as well go to the blue one. It's blue. Ah! Oh, my neck. There's no big planet. Ooh, an airless planet. Then we got a arid planet. Finding a lot of those, huh? Ooh, one hidden within the ring. But the planetary anomaly. Is that jellyfish? Hello? Hi, jellyfish. Huh. I did not realize that there are jellyfish in the asteroids. That's different. Okay, I may favor this space station, by the way. Only for the reason of instant asteroid field. In case I ever need, like, tritium or something. Okay. Still looking for rocket upgrades. In case I wanted to use the taxi looking guy. Shield is... oh! Photon cannon, pulse engine, positron for knife. Starship shield. But, wow, I'm actually out of nanites. I haven't ran out of nanites in a while. Kinda took me by surprise. I'll not lie. But our purpose tonight is to go look for a dreadnought. That's the third. I think it said there was only 3 systems here. Yes, there was. Okay. Is there any purple systems nearby? Oh, that one, I think. Nope, that's red. Purple back here, red up here. Huh. Kind of hard to tell what's purple or not. What's a white one? Huh. Interesting. I think that's purple? Let's go say hello. At Mach light years. Unknown planet discovered. Deathly green anomaly. That honestly sounds really cool. Desert planet. Desolate mountain. Noxious planet. Oh, lifeless planet. Nice. Yeah, I realize I'm being... They want my cake! Joke's on you, I got no booty. Ha, double pun because I got no butt and pirates. It's funny. It's funny, I swear, chat. Oh, pirates got nothing on me, cause I got a mining leader on this one, but... How he goes me, cause he rammed me with his face into my butt. Oh, friendly shit, don't get in the way of my laser. It might two-shot you, cause... Face stirred. Okay, yeah, that was horrible. Oh, we shooting with more lasers, here we go. Ooh, I shot a pirate by mistake, oh, bro. Oh, we're taking down his hull, welding them together to his ship. Fast guy kinda suck, especially when you're trying to run away. Ooh, it's a Luke named Viscor. He's gonna be evening a score as we turn him into little chunks of stardust. Doo-ba-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Give me your transponder. Ooh, now we go and fly away like a dirty door. But hey, that's a good sign. The fact that there are pirates. Actually, I shouldn't even be going to the space station. I can afford to try to get anything. Can I... Huh. I do want to somehow mark this place. Because I am kind of curious about the one planet. But I really want to go find a dreadnought. Yeah, the green anomaly planet. The deathly green anomaly planet. Yeah, screw it. Let's just explore it. We're here. Might as well. What else would we do? Like, in all seriousness, why not? But yeah, I tell you that working on the for like 6 hours, getting the tubing with its cover, then using like 7 things of tape, 2 grocery bags, and then more tape. I was getting exhausted today. It was getting all so bad. Okay. I don't know why, but I'm assuming with the deathly green anomaly planet, I'm expecting something bulky as the life signs here. Oh, what's that? That's one of those. Yeah, might as well. Hiya! Nee. Nee. It wasn't me! That was a man named George! As we look at a snail cow. Is that a snail cow? I call bold and its agility is high. You know, I kind of wonder if that, like, the wrinkly bit and the smooth bit separates like a jaw, or if it's like an anteater and has a really, like, hummingbird-like tongue. Ooh, is that the predator? Hey, buddy. I don't know what I feel about the fact that it's a quote-unquote tapeworm host. Are those Triceratops? Hold up. What's up? Yes. I'll take that bird cachet. Oh, that was a bird cachet. No, I did. Ugh. Oh, Triceratops. Oh, you look so cool. You give out eggs. Like, that's almost a legit Triceratops, minus the Ankylosaurus tail. It's well proportioned, too. Oh, and well sized. God dang, we were looking at the young ones. You know, the only time I ever called out, or didn't call out that we're gonna see some dinosaurs is when we actually see some dinosaurs. Definitely a, sweet gaggle of these things. Oh, I was about to say, is your horn serrated? No, it's just, I forgot what the term is. Ribbed? I still love it, though. Like, Triceratops aren't my, go-to animal for, you know, dinosaurs, but they're still really cool. Especially, how they evolved to... Of course there's a bug here. Of course there's bugs here. Oh, he enjoys the hunt, you say? Ew. Yeah, you can enjoy the hunt, but... Not sure you can survive the... Oh. I could Triceratops are... Wow, okay, more agile than you, but... They... Huh. Huh. I was gonna make fun of the bug, but it could probably go toe-to-toe with a single one of these guys. Mr. Sentinel, it's okay. I am securing evidence. There's a condensed carbon thief. I know. I am helping with the capture of this individual. Yeah. Oh, come on. There's gotta be more. Of course, I'm not seeing anything deathly green in the area. Still happy that I saw a dinosaur. It's my first day all over again at the museum. Except for the fact that, I don't think anything else is spawning animal-wise. A lot of the danger fauna. Okay, I'm just going to summon El Vroom Vroom. El Vroom Vroom! Away! Wow! On the top of the mountain, we watch the Mountain King, King of the Hill. Who's the King of the Hill? Of the mountain kind. This is a tall mountain, though. Woo! Oh, bouncy. The bouncy bike. It's a bouncy bike. We love our bouncy bike for bounces all the time. Do 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 do. It bounces, Dio. Ooh, a hole. I'm gonna go in the hole. The hole may have strangers. Alright, strangers. I require your performance. Ow. Rude. Oh, subterranean relics. It's a dust striker! Welcome on in, dust striker. I must now re-emote. Okay. Weird. I can't emote. Okay. Liz responding back. Don't worry, chat. I haven't forgotten myself today. Ticklish. Chat. I know mushrooms make you feel things and see things, but I think that one has an airborne some effect because it's telling me it's ticklish. I don't want to talk to the telepathic mushrooms anymore. Scary. Ow. Rude. Always so mean. Okay, but seriously, where are the... There's got to be at least one subterranean creature that isn't an evil plant. You know, one that spores on me and the other one that just stinks. Yes, I'm telling you, stink. You stinky. Feldspar? What's that supposed to mean? Feldspar. Oh wait, I'm not getting any I'm not getting a reward for these scans, what the hell? Oh. There we go. I wonder what feldspar is. What about you up there? Silicate. Okay. What if I have to rescan the mushrooms? Nope. Infrequent flowering. And it's carnivorous. Huh. Just slowly back away. Ah! Oh god, they're already ambush predatoring me. Help! They got me surrounded. Gotta love the timing of those sometimes. We've discovered this creature is carnivorous. Should we still be standing next to it? What do you mean? You just said they're carnivorous. It's fine, we're scientists. Whatever kills a scientist. A creature in a horror movie, mainly. Specifically. That is their purpose, I guess. You know, at this point, I'm not seeing any more animals. I wanted to see if they had, like, some sort of, subterranean-looking, dinosaur. I would've kinda loved a, sort of... Since they had a combination, relatively, of a, whatchamacallit, a Triceratops and an Ankylosaurus with the maul-like tail. I was kinda hoping the Gallimimus and a Sarcosuchus or Caproselchus. The Sarco being my one more preferred of the dinosaur varieties. Varieties. Oh, my jetpack's empty. Tee-hee! Let's take that out. Yeah, I'm just gonna be eating those one at a time, by the way. Well, usually that's how you eat, but this time just not constantly eating it so I run out. I'm a little sad. Where's the animals? Chat, they're taking our animals. Crimson seeds. It meditates for nutrition. Does that mean it's a monk? I don't know how I feel about the fact of a potential monk-like, oh, there's another creature. Cold-blooded, highly intelligent, and it produces syrup. Oh, is it a fat plate? Or flat-faced? I want to see it up close. Oh. Kinda cool. Kinda cool. Not the highest stats we've seen here, but relatively higher stats to some of the things we've seen. Kinda cute. Honestly, it might look like a really good combination with the Temple of Fire, or Ash, whatever I called it. Given the, it's plant-based. Wait, do I still have my plant? I think I got rid of my plant. Nope, nope, I still have Bierito. But I need to get another plant one. Kind of like that, but obviously I want at least 1 to 2 more S's on those levelings. Kind of want to read the discovery. Mostly because I'm curious to see if it says something about water. Okay, so there's one more ground type, but there's relatively an ocean here. Mosasaurus, maybe? I actually really want to see it now. To the ocean! I mean, it's either... Oh, actually, yeah, it makes sense. It probably is an ocean. Whee! Crunch. Crunch. That's a... Huh. Whee! We're good. Whee! Doing. Doing. I'm actually kind of curious of how chat feels about finding dinosaurs on an alien planet. Like, maybe not a one-for-one, but like finding something that's like a mixture of an Allosaurus and a, maybe a, what was it called? It kind of has the, like, the feather system of a Velociraptor, but not really used for gliding, but it was a... I think it was an Archaeos. I believe that's the name. Yeah, I'm comfortable with the fact that it could be called an Archaeus. I mean, there's so many Latin names, nicknames. Like, okay, the most famous one, T-Rex, Tyrannosaurus Rex, Tiny Arm Rex, Rexy. Being, like, incredibly common. I mean, for good reason, too. It's kind of a defining feature, you know? Sucks that, you know, your defining feature is the fact that you have little crooked arms, but defining feature is a defining feature. You really can't help it. Like, Carnosaurs. They have the tinier version. Wow, a lot of ones with the tiny arm as their main identifying feature. Just realizing. Really mean. Huh. Like, again, a defining feature is a defining feature, but god dang. So, is there any place with water? I think... Oh, wait, that might be it. Okay, here we go. Good chance to find some of the water variants in here. Give it the literal water. Okay, so venom spewing fins. Nice. Nice, nice. Well, not really spewing, but you know, kind of get my good. Wait, are those Carrie's baby in pouches? Did I expect to read that? That was an unexpected. But they remind me of it's like a catfish mixed with a coalescent, I believe it's called. Could be the nickname, coalescent. But they tend to hang around coral, which these guys relatively kind of are. Not, you know, exclusively, but enough. Okay, so there should be one more aquatic. Is it aquatic nocturnal? Always active, found in the south. Huh. Interesting. So, found this way, apparently. Specifically in the south, that's... Not the type of answer I expected to read. I'll not lie. Oh, I'm doing a drowning function, chat. Only professionals know how to do that. I wonder how south I had to go for the south-south to the south-south-south to get to south-south-south-south. Not gonna lie, I was enjoying the shadow of that one swimming. That was kind of cool looking. Look at it, looked like it was running in the shadow. Alright, time to go more this way. I wonder why it's impossible to scan the those fluorescent like spinnies. Is it because they want to use the excuse as it's just minerals floating within the tides underwater? Or actually, I don't think it's called tides when it's underwater, but there is a... No, actually, I think I'm good. I'm gonna go look for a dreadnought. Don't get me wrong, I do like some of the aquatic animals sometimes. Just not that much. I'm not much of an ocean individual. Well, we got the exploration of the deathly green planet. Other than it being relatively on the hot side. Also, it's not really that green, as, well, we can definitely see here. Alright, time for the next system. I wanna go here, to Helgrid. Oh, this sounds like a place that you find yourself a dreadnought. It's a triangle! No? Oh, okay. I have disappointed myself. I'm sorry, chat. Scarlet? Well, given the last time we found a planet with like a coloration in the name, you know, crimson, we found robotic, so I'm assuming maybe the Scarlet planet will have the same thing. I believe Scarlet is also a variant of red. Huh. I do like the scattered islands. That's actually kind of neat in my opinion. Kind of want to find a relatively flat one. Yeah, flat enough. Flat enough. Alright, what type of local life are we looking at? Angry sponges. Pufferfish things. Oh, they got parasites on their skins. Neat. I don't wanna. Don't wanna. Shit, I'm scared. Ah, yes, buried cache. Or sorry, technology. Always so underground. I'm glad the last one was. Because I can't make the joke of it's always above ground. So weird that more commonly on top of the ground. Alright, so what are we looking at? Okay, about that. Is that a parrot? It's toucan! Grows lungs after it. They will only descend from the sky to eat and drink in the dead of night. Their tongues are hairy and thick, allowing them to happily chew upon all but the most venomous of leaves. Is that what a hairy tongue is supposed to do, chat? Because... what? Okay, so there's only one ground animal and the rest are underwater. What type of resources are on this planet again? A lot of armored clams. That's actually good, in my opinion. Fate life signs. Always got to find out about the stones, huh? Supplemented nitrogen. Okay. Like, don't get me wrong. I do kind of like the flying spiky pufferfish things. I don't know about finding another planet that's LA Noir. What was that one again? This one was a capped. Have we ever explored a capped planet? I do not believe we have. A Forsaken Moon, we definitely have. And this one is capped. Stop the cap. But it's funny this time. I swear. You know, I could probably do another Quicksilver mission. It's been quite a while since the last time we've done so. You know what? Let's get some gold in case we actually find a planet that's actually really good while we're looking for a Dreadnought. Let's get a little bit more onto the sunny side. Okay, so... capped planet seems to be barren. Relatively. The flora seems to be a bit interesting. Mushroom based. Never mind, that looks like an urn. That 100% looks like an urn. Or a plug of some sorts. Not gonna get into more detail of that. Oh, that type of caps. Okay. So we have been on a capped planet before. Okay. I was gonna get relatively curious about the animals, but I... Screw it. I just want to take a couple of peeks at what the animals could be. I'm assuming spore buffalo cow looking rejects, but I could be surprised. Alright, creatures. Spawn when you're ready. Be ready soon. You can't prove it was me! Oh, what is that? Oh, it's an energy base. Nitrogen-rich blood. Produces hexberries. Oh. I gotta find a large cluster of you. Hey, look, a large cluster of you. Okay, so I actually do gotta... So I'm gonna go to the planet that I already quote-unquote made for the hexberries. Mostly because it doesn't automatically pick up those things. It's kind of annoying. Okay, so get a door. Gonna make one? Nope. So I need one metal plating, which needs ferrite dust. Ferrite dust, ferrite dust. Okay. Need the metal plating first. Okay. What do I need for this? 2 tubes and 4 plating. Kinda wish I had cupcakes. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, nope. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. Okay. How do you have power? How do you have power? What? What? How does this have power? Chat? I'm confused. Okay. Okay. So now I need one of you. Oh, sweet, I can make one. Now, I doubt it's going to have the polyfiber and other things. Yeah. So, let's go ahead and fuel this guy up really quickly. Better to have 2 than 1. Okay, bases. Oh, I should probably name this one. Give me the frickin' hexer berries. Okay, here we go. delicious. It tastes like delicious. With a hint of delicious. I do actually love my Dubby. It's a really good flavor. Especially the citrus yuzu flavor. It's a very good one. Okay. So we're gonna play the game of... I hope this place has a space station. I'm gonna take all of these so that the resources aren't just gone. Yeah, this doesn't gather anything. Thank you. Alright, delete base. It just wasn't getting the hex berries automatically. That's literally the only reason why I'm destroying this one. I don't know if it's like the animals are glitched or it was just illegal with the game. I mean, at the same time, the one that we just found does look a lot better. It is visually more appealing than everything's a hexagon in some shape or form, minus the energy creatures. Or no, it's not hexagon. Dang it, what was their shape? It was definitely a shape. Spiny? I think I would accept spiny. Also, I'm gonna grab some more ion batteries. Because ion batteries are bueno. Thank you, Gek. Alright, now let's get on our side of the system, and just in case, I know we got like maybe actually, yeah, maybe about 10 of these. Okay. To the Bowie, New Bowie place. God dang. Like, I know why I'm really thirsty. I've been spending the majority of the time right in front of an exhaust. Trying to get it to not blow the exhaust. But still, god dang, it hurts a bit. Okay, so we're gonna want this. Wait, we only got one fiber? That could be problematic. Huh. Carbon. The amino chamber. But yeah, with only one of the polyfiber, we're not going to be able to build a livestock. Yeah. Yeah, the creature's still relatively spawned over here. Okay, there's one. Huh. I could have sworn there was a bunch of them. Only reason why I built here was because it looked like there was a bunch of them. Like, unless the game's, like, relatively bugged a little bit at the moment. Which I could see. Paradise dihydrogen. Okay. Also, I don't like how, like, it marks them after I look at it. Not sure how I feel about that. We could just trust the process. Oh, but I am gonna summon the freighter here. For the purpose of hopefully it has a poly. Yay, it does. Okay. So I'm gonna place you here. And you up here. Where did the creature go? I want to make sure it's creature pellets that it feeds on. Okay. So I do want to go click.
No witnesses?
Hello, Iron Bear. Hope you're doing okay. And hello, Roya. Okay, so that should be drawing those guys, or that guy in. I just want to know what the automated thing could, well, do its automated thing. But yeah, how is everyone? I could word. Not today, but I could word. I'll find a way. Doesn't really need that much power in my opinion, so probably just go with 4. And then that one connects to you. Huh? Nom nom? Okay, good. As long as they're inside here, that'll keep charging. Ooh, but yeah, Bear, I had a day, so I don't remember if you, remember from the last time I was getting, a cover for the vent tube, right? It did come in, I was able to get it on, but it's like short about 20 inches. Maybe, 30. Wait, where did... So that leaves, you know, both ends of the effect unaffected. So I was trying to get it to, yeah, and it's the obviously I gotta cover both ends because both ends are, well, what is where the exhaust relatively goes. So I was spending about between, let's say 4:30, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, all the way until about 11 o'clock, 11:15. That surprised the crap out of me. Yep, for the portable AC, Roya. So I was trying to get it to, well, obviously work. But that was becoming, painful because, like, it was just one little thing. One little thing. One little thing every single time. I do not know how. Hey, not even a tear, just like maybe the lining got like weak or something like that. But it would just blow the tiniest bit of the exhaust, and it would turn the room from like, let's say 70 degrees to like 95, 96, and it was oh, emotional event is an understatement. Where the heck is this freaking... Okay, maybe I should move it down here. Oh, let's get the, what's in there already? Out. But yeah, that was just happening for hours and hours and hours. I was honestly losing my mind. Because it, like, I would kind of deal with if it was like, oh, hey, yeah, it's, you have a little bit of an exhaust, so the temperature's gonna rise, like, $16 degrees, 5 to 10, maybe 16. But no, it would rise beyond freaking, ugh. Oh, no, I eventually got enough garbage bags, literally garbage bags, and, tape. I have used, like, I want to say 7 rolls of tape, given that we had to get a super roll. And I will say this, I hated all of it. I hated the whole thing. Oh my god, I never want to do it again. And that's another thing. I don't know if you just heard me slam my hand on the desk, but I had those little suckers crawling all over me while I was doing this task. Today was not a day. And obviously because of the fact that, you know, I was doing this task for like 7 hours straight. Let's overestimate it because, you know, I want to feel good about myself for wasting my own time with it. Yeah, to add. So, I did eventually get it not fixed, but it's cool. It's cooling more than it's heating. So instead of 90 degrees, I want to say it may be 79 to 80. True, that it would be great, but if I ever need to like replace the whole AC, getting the foam off the like the windowsill and all that would be a nightmare. I hate that like the thousands that were spawning here is just no more. Kind of ticks me off a bit. Maybe if I reset the load. Yeah, I'm gonna reset the load. And why not? Get in the escape pod, get out of the escape pod, and reload the save. Well, yeah, normally it'd be better than, you know, a kick in the nuts. But at the same time, because I don't know if you remember, but I do have that, the pest kind of, debuff in the area with the roaches just spawning. By the way, I had to take away the other fan because of that. Oh, like, okay, so for me, if the temperature's within reason, in my opinion, between 60 to 80, maybe 85. 85 is like the sort of pushing it kind of heavily, but it isn't, you son of a bitch. But yeah, like 60, 55 is also the pushing it level, but it isn't horrible. I used to live in New York for a time period. Can't really talk about what I've done there or anything of the sort, but it was a location that I was at, so it would get into like the 30s fairly easily. But I live in Texas. Not really much of a dog, so the place is as big as freaking like Europe. So it isn't that much of a anything really. Okay, did you gather any hex barriers? We're gonna relatively sit here for like 5 minutes until that thing gives it stuff. A male entertainer? What? Where did that come from? Like in all seriousness, why specifically a male entertainer? That I'm not going to talk about which city specifically, because that would be doxing. Feels a little odd being accused of a male entertainer. Do I sound like I entertain people on a living? Oh, come on, it's funny. You know it is. So, your berries become available in 10 seconds. Okay. Just produce it into the... Why do you run away when you have berries available? No! No! Nope, doesn't automatically cure out. But yeah, I used to be in the military. Yeah, it doesn't do it like it needs to. Don't know why that's broken. Such a weird, broken thing. Like, I get that hexberries is supposed to be a rare resource, but if you're gonna have a creature that produces, let the automatic collector do its job. For crying out loud. So, in my opinion, it's just kind of dumb. Okay, so I'm gonna need gold in case I, again, find a place that I could probably build upon. But, dang, I'm just relatively disappointed. But yeah, Bear, how has your day been? Like, I'm not gonna lie, during the process with the vent and all, I was only trying to get it done so fast and, well, relatively efficiently because I don't want my dog to overheat just by being in the room with me. Like, sure, I could overheat, but I mean, whatever happens to me is whatever happens to me. I don't much have that much of a care for myself. I could deal with heat. I could go to a fridge and get some water. I had to keep water bowls and stuff outside my room until I could get rid of all the roaches. Because that's what's getting them to effectively stay in the area. But at the same time, that kind of screws over my dog. And I don't want my dog to get screwed over because of circumstances of trying to get rid of some pests. Cool water. I kind of prefer cool water over cold water, personally. Not really for a health reason, but just preference. Decent amount of stuff. I mean, to be fair, that's kind of how it should be. You should be caring about the animal that you've taken, or anything that you've taken responsibility for. If you're babysitting, or if you adopted, or things like that. You kind of set something to be more, as important, or could be more important than yourself, because... Okay, let's take Blue, for example. She's the sister of Coco, who you could probably hear crying in the, or not crying, dreaming right now. But, Blue has an issue with her heart right now, with heartworms. We are currently, dealing with it, but obviously I can't just go, oh, she has heartworm. She'll live. That's not the basic thing that, you know, you should be having. But I don't understand why people would go, oh, my dog's sick. Okay, time to just get rid of it. Like, if it's something that you cannot, like, deal with, like, again, let's go with the heartworm thing. If we couldn't afford anything to help her, the responsible thing to do, instead of having her suffer, is either finding methods to get faster income, get methods to maybe find discounted or free care. Obviously nothing that deals with, like, a favor of this, a favor for that type of deal, obviously. But, you know, ways to help the animal. But if you have to, I'm pretty sure there's ways to have someone else take care of the dog for you, and you... Again, it's better to have some form of being able to care for the animal than having it just suffer and sit there, in my opinion. Because I'd rather the dog be alive than having it sitting next to me, slowly just losing all of its capabilities. But that's just me personally. Obviously, last option. But I don't know. I just really just like hearing those stories about someone that goes, "Oh yeah, so you know, my dog got the sniffles, kept sneezing everywhere. I got annoyed with it, and I just put it on the street." It's like, why'd you get the animal anyway? I just wanted something in the area, something to yada yada yada. But, you know, if it's going to get sick, I don't want to get sick, so blah, 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 blah. It's like, why would you even get the animal? Like, it makes absolutely no sense to me. Like, I even heard a story really recently that, someone was... what was it? I don't want to say the wrong thing. Right, yeah, someone was walking their, I want to say Labrador? I couldn't see really what the breed of dog was, but it was a really well-trained dog. Whenever the woman stopped, it would sit and stay next to him. The leash was really just for decoration at that point. I never had a training for my own animals, other than the, you know, the normal don't piss in the carpet, don't crap in the carpet, the outside is where you do your business, stay relatively quiet, and not in the sense of, oh, the dog has to be silent right next to me at all times or he gets, you know, punished with this or that. Just inside voice, essentially. Why did I land here? Huh. Like a odd armadillo. A very odd armadillo. What? Why does some of y'all have shells and some of y'all don't? What the what? Ooh, that's a... gonna say, that's a moving mountain. Man, I was really kind of hoping for more dinosaurs. You think that's the reason why they use these shapes? Is to try to get, like, everybody to get hit with the nostalgia for dinosaurs? I mean, I would feel so bad if this was an actual, like, dinosaur. Oof. But yeah, do you think that might be the reason why? Like, other than the plant-looking individuals? Oh, right, continuing on with the, so the woman was walking their dog, and apparently they got confronted on by, some officers. Either officers or security. But, they were telling the woman that she shouldn't be allowed to walk with her animal because people were scared of the animal. But she was, like, a relatively of the smaller variety of woman, so... I could see her understanding of, well, I don't want to walk all around, you know, the neighborhood alone. Those people scare me. Why did they scare you? I can't see their face. And I am alone, and they're usually in groups of, you know, well, just groups. I'm just going to say groups. Which, you know, I can understand. Holy loud noises. Hi. I think this place has my ears. Kind of hoping for something a little bit better. Okay, but yeah, she was just getting in trouble for just walking her animal. Obviously, I can't get into too much detail, but I don't know, that whole situation just seems really, really, really unnecessary. Especially with the favoritism. Like, her dog was, you could definitely tell her dog was really well trained because, as I said earlier, the dog, whenever the dog notices that she stops moving, would sit down and get into like a relatively unaggressive stance. Also, bouncy! So, really good, really well trained animal. Not a lot of people have things like that, or animals like that. So, I say good on her for getting the dog to schooling so that there's no accident with the animal. But, I believe that the animal was, trained for defensive purposes because whenever someone got too close or looked like they were gonna, like, they have their hands close to the woman, it would get up and get, like, really alert. But again, I do think it's actually really smart of her to get her animal prepared for that. If it's out, she walks around with the dog for her own protection, it makes a lot more sense that the animal would have training in that. I'm sorry, a wine dark planet? The heck do you mean a wine dark planet? What? Anything else have something like that? Icebound, infested, desert. Big planet. Okay, I gotta go to the Dark Wine Planet. I don't know why. Oh, hold on, there's another one over there. It's a moon! Decaying nuclear moon. We've seen so many of those. Alright, Wine Dark Planet. Like, it is relatively a shame that people are... Like, if the dog is bigger than a bloodhound, or is a bloodhound, or in bigger, the stereotype, I guess, would be the word for it. People just going, oh my god, it's so dangerous. What if it, like, nibbles on my hand? Like, okay, don't... I don't know why people don't follow the universal rule of if you most likely don't screw with it, and it's relatively not trying to, hunt you or things like that, don't screw with the animal. Like, I heard there was, I seen a video. It was like one of the older videos, but at the same time, it could have been a reenactment with AI of an old story. But I believe it was like 2003. But essentially, this woman was harassing a gorilla. Not like tapping on the glass, not yelling at it through the glass or anything like that, but would constantly have eye contact and smiling with wide grins with their teeth. For those that don't know, that's essentially a way of automatically telling a gorilla you want to fight. But obviously, as an old woman that felt like she could get away with it, would just walk away. eventually, the gorilla said, "Okay, I'm done," and broke the glass. Don't have to mention anything more because, well, ape escape. Christmas music is a yay or nay. Like, some Christmas music is okay, but it gets a little really repetitive. So it really kind of just matters, in my opinion, about what the actual, like, music is, I guess. Not all songs are the same, chat. And, you know, Christmas has kind of ruined, or kind of lost its, intrigue. When you get older than, like, what, 13? 12, 13? For the most part.
Ooh, hello.
I have found a spot. Oh. Well, autophages, but... Oh, no, not at all. I just don't really see much of a point of doing so. Especially nowadays. Especially nowadays. It... Whew. Oh, the armor does not like to pay out of pocket, so if anything was really happening, it was the decision of whoever it was in charge of you. So it could be your staff sergeant, your squad leader, things like that. There was no... Okay, class. It's Christmas, go get your cupcakes. That you'd probably get from, like, middle school or elementary school. If you wanted something to happen, you would have to go up the chain of command. But... regularly, they didn't. They chose getting more practice, getting more training, doing odd jobs, I guess is the best way to phrase that. Busy work, essentially. Cleaning the floors, things of that nature. I guess to be a little bit more accurate, for the most part, most holidays, it was mainly go away. You have the day off unless you have staff duty or the like. Nope. It definitely wasn't specialized meals. The meals always stayed the same. Well, technically in a rotation, but it relatively stayed the same. Like that's just the thing you gotta remember when going into let's just call it government funded iterations like that. If they're gonna save money, they're gonna save money. If it's gonna cost another $20 to get you guys a special type of pizza, you're gonna get sandwiches. Really is nothing to it. Like, don't forget, they don't buy eggs. Being the biggest example. Your breakfast is powdered eggs. really, really, really dusty, powdery eggs that don't mix very well. Unless, you know, whoever is in charge of mixing the egg, like, does a really, really good job. That never is the case, though. Wait, how? I honestly wouldn't say it's amazing. Personally. I'm assuming the recruiter showed you those, because that is not the case. Oh god, what is that thing? That one looks so majestic. Alright, go away. But yeah, that is not the case. Maybe if you're one of the XOs, you may get a turkey. You may get that at-home feeling. Also, because most of the time the XOs do get housing, relatively. But at the same time, it's mostly going to be out of their own pocket for such a thing. Like, I don't really mind, or don't really like being a negative individual when it comes to all that, but it's just the truth. Can dislocate its jaw. Huh. Yeah, I think that was just a promotional thing. Because I never had a situation like that. It was usually, hey, is there anything happening for this part of the holidays? Yeah, you're working. Or if you applied for leave, you're not here. Either way, you get out of my face. Seven times out of 10. Maybe 5 times out of 10. It matters who the individual in charge is being. Now, why am I having such a hard time finding a single dreadnought? Getting a little aggravating, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I feel like those documentaries were promotional events, so maybe like 2 camps, maybe 3 camps, no matter how many were in that documentary. You got the got that treatment, but I can relatively confidently say, at least in the case for me, holidays were just another day. Unless you were on leave. When you were on leave, you didn't have to deal with anybody. For obvious reasons. Oh. Crater. But this isn't me saying that, you know, you get treated like a, you know, completely wrong or anything of the sorts. You get treated like what you signed up for. You get the basics. You get a bed, a desk, a chair for your personal room with a basic AC that you don't even control. So the temperature is whatever they make it, which I believe, well, for me, it was constantly, I believe, 65? Which is relatively warm for the area, obviously. Oh, definitely not. If you were found with a frosted cookie that had a Christmas tree on it, yeah, there would be some there would be a meeting relatively soon about hazing. Yeah, hazing. Essentially, someone's going to be crying. And I don't mean from like well, unless they're like part of the Navy or the Air Force. Definitely not a Marine. Marine gets found with a cookie like that, and you make a comment about it, you're gonna get jumped. And the comment could just be, "Hey, nice cookie." They're just gonna think you're being sarcastic or something like that, and get you. But yeah, stuff like that, desserts, things for special occasions. Those are out of pocket. Like, unless it's like, unless it's a event, like let's say there was a PT competition, and you were part of the company that, company, platoon, regiment, whatever, that got the win. That's at best when they'll give you slightly better treatment. Oh, it's a ghost planet. Heck, ghost planet. Okay, so they produce tall eggs, they produce milk, the warm variety. I do like the springiness of those guys. Kind of funny looking. Reduced what in their organs? Hold on, what? What? Oh, redundant. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I was concerned. Reduced. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Again, everything that you want to get, like, if you want to celebrate, like, someone's birthday, or you feel especially good that day, yeah, you could go to the PX. Essentially, if you go to the PX as someone that's in the military, either they're on or off, or they're mainly on a base, so not really off base. You don't have to pay taxes. Which, you know, it's good when you're trying to save a little bit of cash. Let's see. But yeah, you could, as long as it's out of your pocket and not the expense, I guess, from for the budget, however you want to phrase it. As long as it's not from something that it belongs to the military, you can do whatever you want. You could go into debt. You're probably gonna get kicked out for, you know, going into debt, but hey, you bought it. It's for you. Because for me, I had to walk to the PX every single time, so I had to get a relatively light loads. But yeah, that was here or there. Oh, they do have public transportation. Not ideally in buses. Technically, it could count as a bus, but it's not like a bus. I think the term was or maybe it was just something specifically because where we were relatively new, so it was more of a shuttle than anything. Or you can just carpool with someone. That's why you always get close to the one that knows how to go vroom vroom. Am I just not gonna find her for any sort of We have been through a few galaxies, not a single dialect attack. I'm gonna land on here. Change back to the Flameboard. Sorry. This escape pod has not seen a single dreadnought fight. It's getting a little annoying. Oh no. I am of the unattractive sort. Like, I'm an individual that whenever they exercise, they don't really get, I guess the term being ripped. They get relatively no noticeable differences. So, flirting does not happen to me. Which it is, it is what it is. Can't really complain about something that's not going to be impactful in any way. That's 7 million? Did not expect that, actually. I personally wouldn't say I sound attractive, but I do hear my voice all the time. But I'll keep with the mindset that I'm not attractive. I mean, I have been told relatively all my life that, I should probably get plastic surgery. Very, very often, actually. Mostly because I'm not relatively intelligent. I'm maybe roughly average, below average looks, physique, below average. That I know is a fact. Let's see. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, things of that nature. I mean, yeah. It's one of those things that, one of the situations that I assume would stick with someone if they found out. Come on, give me a freaking dreadnought. This is a yellow freaking system. But honestly, I don't even think that was an attraction thing. I think that was just to really screw with me, really. Because I personally don't really believe the fact that someone could just do that without like having any sort of admittance of an attraction, because it literally just feels like it was just being done just to be done. Like, I would say at most, and this is being generous, I would probably be a lot of people's just backup idea for any of options. And that maybe after going through, their main choice or secondary choice and their third choice. Because again, I'm relatively below average when it comes to the only way to really phrase it. Stat-wise. Might as well give this place a try. Where's my chromatic metal? Oh, it's in the other starship. Okay. I remember now. I think I should have some copper. I think I grabbed some. Or I did not. Oh, glad I was carrying that one with me. But yeah, furthermore, I really don't think I would ever be anyone's first choice. One, I don't have the confidence for it. That's I hope is really obvious. Two, I would say I wouldn't really be looking for any sort of relationship, especially with how I am as a whole, I guess. Okay, so we want to be close enough, not too close. power. Can I make one of you? Nope. Oh, actually, yeah, I can. Put this outside. Oh, okay. Okay, so grab you. Grab you. Grab you. I don't tend to go to a buffet, but I would say a couple of months ago. But yeah, I do not like buffets. Buffets are, in my opinion, just a way to get sick. Like, there's honestly not much more I could say about that, other than that's just the truth, in my opinion. I mean, there is that, but it's also just a way to get sick because, for the most part, it's just places where, like, what I've seen, just where a lot of people that go there do not really take care of themselves, like, at all. It's like the amount of times that you would, or I would go there, and there's just people just, and the amount of messes, like, even whenever they quote-unquote clean the tables, you know, after a individual would, a customer would come in, eat, and then they would leave, and then when they go and quote-unquote clean the table, it's just done with speed, not with effects. You would always find crumbs, all sorts of business there. I mean, it doesn't matter how cheap the food is. I'd rather not risk the sickness. Now, of course, that is a little bit prejudiced because there are some full-on restaurants with individuals that just don't care also. But I find it more at buffets that they just do not have the basics of making sure the of cleanliness, keeping things hygienic, things of that nature. Volcanic. Didn't actually see that. Not a severe case, but a relative case. Like, I wouldn't say I've been outright sick after eating. Someone that improperly AP. Not bad, not bad. Then we get the teleporter. Move you over with a proximity switch. Good. Okay. Gonna have to call in the freighter again. Okay. Automated feeder. Dang it, I knew I was gonna need another one. Polyfiber, polyfiber. Sweet. There we go. Oh, I guess we're at all the menus up. Okay. Neat. Alright, hopefully we can get the livestock automated thing to automate this. So far it has 0. Yeah, I think I should just stop trying to get the creatures. I don't think it works. At all. Weird. But, I have had reactions to food before. So, it wasn't, I don't know if it was like straight up just bad timing or bad mojo. Mojo Jojo. Yeah, I'm just gonna give up on trying to get a base for hexberries from animals. I don't think it works. They need to update it. Hopefully soon. Alright, time to continue getting that dreadnought. Maybe it can't be done while the freighter expedition's on. I would say that would be the only thing relatively going on currently. Okay, also I'm gonna go ahead and put a lot of you guys away. Okay. Actually, after we bring in these expeditions, or get the rewards for the expeditions, we're gonna do one more teleport. If we don't have a dreadnought there, I'm gonna end the stream. Honestly, I am really not fully here, I guess would be the best phrase. Given the amount of bull I had to deal with just one vent. Freaking trash cans all over the place. Or trash bags all over the place. Honestly, my window has become very hillbilly with the amount of trash bags just covering the window all the way up and down relatively. Honestly, kind of goofy a little bit. Oh, hello, musical. Hope you are having a good evening. How are you doing? If you don't mind the ask. Woo! Shout for the musical! Yeah, sell that. My eye. Itchy. Okay, I'm better. Okay. Oh, right. That was the reward from one of the expeditions. Okay. But I have you that I don't need in my inventory. Deck relics, definitely. Don't need you. Don't need you. Don't need you. Our favorite thing to do. Inventories. Click, click, click. Oh, it's so rewarding. Spending 3 to 15 days putting things in a hole. Okay, I think the gold one is... Alright, I think I moved it. No, I didn't. It was always here. I'm just forgetful. I think we kept Deuterium here. And even if we didn't, now we do. Oh, wait, and the carbon. Oh, almost forgot to put the carbon in there. Okay, as for collected, sell that, and place that, sell that, and sell that. The rest of it can... So, you. And I think that's relatively good. Yeah. Okay. Ah. I forgot sometimes the flashbangs could get more intense than some other times. Whoa. Blind. Alright, let's go get that dreadnought, hopefully. Please. Please let the next one be a dreadnought, please. Going back out with the escape pod. Where's my smallest ship? And I want to fight the biggest ship with all the lasers. Okay. Best chance maybe would be here? To a yellow system! Yellow. But yeah, if there's no dreadnought here, we're essentially just gonna go to the space station and save and quit. Yep. Unless there's an interesting planet. Okay, the very first one's interesting. Frothing. What? Doesn't that mean it's essentially having a breathing crisis? What? Forge very angry. Copper, gold, and sodium. Definitely an interesting combination. I'm expecting a lot of foam on this planet for some reason. Like, for the term frothing at the mouth. Oh, bubbly. It's a bubble planet. Well, then, I mean, that is what foam is. Huh. Is it only, bubbles? Oh, hello. Waxy all over. You're the only animal on the planet. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Hmm. Don't know if I want to adopt it. Chat, what say you? What say you, my quills? Do we adopt the bubble? Is the bubble adoptable? Is it pretty enough for our entourage? I mean, it's actually relatively good stats. You know, I say screw it. Adopt. Oh, its name is Annie! Oh, we give Annie all the head pats. All the head pats. Good, Annie. Get some food. He's a little mischievous. Okay, we love him. But given that's the only animal on the planet, or entity. Actually, I do want to learn a little bit more about Annie. First recorded blinking and loss amid the ethereal light of planet Tunbach. They interact with their fellow bees with a cheerful confidence, secure in the hierarchy of the herd. They feast upon nitrous oxide. They will travel vast distances to find it. You know what? Fair enough. Not sure what I feel about the fact that it looks like a leaky flask? I think I might name it that. Flask. Dr. Flask. Dr. Mr. Flask. Mr. Dr. Flask. Okay, I gotta get into the space station. Freaking frothing planet. But nothing was angry. Okay, maybe the Sentinel was angry, but still. Nothing was angry. Ow. Crunch. Okay, so we got our save point. Let's gather from... Let's get some free ion batteries. Ion batteries for my bucket. Wait, I like it. Sweet. And sweet. Thank you, sub-madam. Oh, wait. Okay, that didn't donate. Thank you, sir. Don't worry, I'm only stealing your money. I kind of wonder what credit looks like in this game. Like, obviously, the symbol is that U with the equal sign through it, but I wonder if it, like, what it physically looks like. Or was there just like essentially a data pad inside there that just showed the information for it? If that makes sense. I'm not really sure. But either way, we are going to be saying hello to someone of the deep web. But I hope everybody on the YouTube side enjoyed tonight. Next time, I'll be sure to try to remember to put OBS as administrator whenever I activate it. I made a boo-boo. Oopsies. But I hope you all enjoy yourselves. All enjoy the rest of your evening. Next stream should be regular time. And more No Man's Sky. Bye, YouTube.